Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, your homeboy PaRay. I'm back again with another video. And today we are in the beautiful city of London, right here. And we are here at Tech Show London, the UK's most important technology event for business. There are a lot of people here, a lot of tech companies. We have over 12,000 tech lovers and enthusiasts to meet, network and collaborate. And we also have over 200 exhibitors showcasing the best of tech for your business. And yeah, let's go and check it out. Hello, nice to meet you. How are you and what's your name?
Good. My name is Joshua White and I work for Stephen George and Partners. So we are architects, originally based from Leicester, but we've got offices in London, Birmingham and Leeds.
Okay, so can you just tell us what's the company all about?
We're predominantly in industrial architectural design, but we branch across quite a few sectors, as you can see behind.
Okay.
And including that in data centers as well. So we've been, our London office is our sort of hub for data centers, and we've got a variety of projects on at the moment, sort of pushing data centers forwards in and around the UK and hopefully Europe.
Why do you happen to come to Tech Show London? What brought you here?
I guess it's all the good connections, sort of fellow consultants, clients and people that can help sort of progress the industry that we're in. So we're predominantly more in the sort of physical architecture, so more about the security of the site, how it looks, the air conditioning and the M&E, and how we create the buildings that house quite a lot of the components that you see here today.
How do you see your company in the next 5 to 10 years?
I think we've taken quite a big leap in data centers in the last few years, so I think just continuing that rise and working across more projects, hopefully into Europe as well, but yeah, predominantly in the UK.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Can you just explain like a broad overview of the robot that we just saw?
So IBM are working with Boston Dynamics. Boston Dynamics provide the robot. They do all of the technology on the robot itself. So anything mechanical, anything to do with the guidance systems or anything to do with the raw robot. IBM are working with Boston Dynamics on some of the payloads, but we're also developing our own payloads. So the payloads that we're interested in is ways of collecting data and analysing the data. So we're using IBM's AI to do analytics both on the edge, but also in the back end. So the whole purpose of the robot is to do a range of autonomous inspections. We want to put the robot into environments where humans wouldn't normally be, or where humans need some assistance. So the robot will go where you tell it. It won't complain, it won't argue, it'll do as you tell it. So if you tell the robot to go into a smoky building and take some infrared images, it'll do that. If you tell it to go down a sewer, it'll do that. But it's all about getting the robot to do things autonomously where you've trained it to do it. Once you've trained it, it goes away and does the work itself.
Okay, does it capture kind of images and videos if you send them to this particular environment?
So the images that we would be interested in are only images of mechanical or electrical equipment. We don't do anything to do with image capture of people or anything like that because of the obvious GDPR situation. Yeah. So we're interested in assets that may or may not be suffering. So if you've got an electrical asset, for example, and it normally runs at 25 degrees C, the robot will go and look at it, we'll look at that temperature using infrared, for example. We wouldn't even bother reporting that temperature back because it's within limits. However, as soon as we see an escalation in temperature outside a certain limit, we report that into our Maximo system, which is what we're using to generate work orders to get someone to go out and fix the problem. Okay,
my last question, we can see that it's being controlled right here. So a situation you are sending it in an autonomous environment, if somebody's controlling it from the office?
You can do that, so it's called teleoperation. So that, I don't know if it was explained, but there are multiple modes. There's completely manual mode, there's fully automatic mode. And to move between completely manual and fully automatic, you need to train it. So there's a training mode. Now once you've trained it, you can then run it totally autonomously. What I mean by that is without any Wi-Fi or or any kind of wireless connection, you don't need to be connected. You are absolutely on your own. It'll go and do its tasks, and then it'll basically come back. You plug it into Ethernet, and it'll download everything. There are different ways of doing it. When it comes to remote operation, you obviously need some kind of connection. So we can do that over 5G. Boston Dynamics have also got some really nice long-range wireless technology that we're looking at. So we mentioned 5G. You can do it Wi-Fi, but you've got to be very careful. The reason I'm saying that, if you get intermittent Wi-Fi over a certain period of time, the robot it'll stop responding while it's waiting for the connection again. So connectivity is important if you're connected. But if you know you're not going to be connected, that's not a problem. You just run it completely disconnected and it's fine. Providing you've trained it, because if you're disconnected, you've got no control.
Nice to meet you. How are you?
Oh, very good, thank you.
How are you finding the event so far?
Busy but enjoyable. Meeting a lot of interesting customers.
Can you tell us about your company and what you do?
Basically, at RAC, we're a mobile data destruction system.
Okay.
It allows customers to destroy data on site themselves without having to get third parties on site or third parties involved at all.
Okay. So, what's the biggest challenge in your company and how do you tackle them?
Well, the product is new, no one else is doing it, so trying to educate people and explain to them that you don't have to rely on third parties to do data destruction. That's the hardest thing, is more the education side, and showing them there is something available that makes their life easier and safer.
Can you just show, does it completely destroy these hard disks, right?
Correct. Yeah, we'll go through a system and show you.
Let's just go through it.
So basically, we'll select the drive type.
Okay.
We'll, serial number. Okay, that one's got writing on it. There we go. Record the serial number, you record the part number, confirm, you take an image of before destruction. Once the image is done, load it in the degausser, run the degausser. What it's doing now, it's charging, and it produces an EMP pulse that basically erases the drive. So it creates a big EMP pulse that destroys all the data on the drive. Once it's done, what the software is also doing is it records the output from the degausser to the Gauss level. Once we put in the crusher, it'll record the penetration, the amount of pressure applied to it, and then it provides a pass or fail based on that. And then run the crusher. Crusher's running.
So at this point, it's now destroying the physical
Yeah, so
property.
that's destroyed the data, and this destroys the physical drive. So that is, the platters are now bent. So even if that didn't work, this wouldn't be able to spin up now. And then when you're done, you load it in. Capture the image. And records the after destruction photo. Complete the process. And now you start the new drive. And then it'll produce the certificates, which has got all the information on there, which lists before and after photos, serial numbers, and then it does that for every single drive.
Can you just give us a quick rundown of this lovely machine?
Sure, pleasure meeting you guys. My name is Ani, I'm working with Wieland Thermal Solutions. If we get a little bit past the crowd, what we have over here is our two-phase immersion cooling system. Basically, it gives you a power usage effectiveness of 1.01, 97% less energy consumption than air-cooled systems. What you're doing is you're taking a server and you're immersing it completely in a dielectric fluid called Novex 7100. It has a low global warming potential, completely safe. They say you can drink it. It's not water, it's a dielectric fluid. Yeah, it was initially made to clean electronic components, and we're using it as a refrigerant. So basically the energy generated from your processor is causing it to start bubbling and change phase into vapor. And then we have condensers over the middle there that are changing the vapor back into a liquid and pulling it back down. We have water running through our condensers going into that cooling tower, and you maintain about a delta of 3 to 5 degrees Celsius. But it's a totally modular scalar system that is going to be the only cooling solution you can apply for high density power components. Predominantly, it started off in crypto mining applications, But as you see processors and silicon carbide chips getting smaller, and then more energy consuming applications like for AI, you're going to see that you really can't cool it with water and air anymore. So immersion cooling is really going to be the front runner.
What is kind of an implication to, let's say, the society and environment? Does it have any legal implications?
No legal implications or effects like that. It's meant to make the environment better because you're making your data centers significantly smaller in terms of their carbon footprint, and you're eliminating additional components like your chillers and pumps and systems like that, because you've essentially combined two things, and you're using the heat generated from your data to run your thermal cooling system. Wieland is a 200-year-old company. We specialize in metalworking. We've transitioned into a lot of various industries. And the one thing that can set us apart, whether you go to another company or come to us, is that eventually they're going to have to come to us for the heat exchangers and the metals. So we can give you a one-stop, all-inclusive solution to...
Who are your target audience, and how do you kind of reach out to them?
Right now, we're focusing on targeting integrators that are providing designs and building out data centers. So we'd like to get to know more of those people and add our product into their portfolio of solutions, depending on what kind of thermal load and capacity they're trying to cool for their customers.
Nice to meet you. How are you?
Good, fine. You?
So, yeah, I'm fine. Can you just tell us a brief introduction about your company?
Yeah. So we are Solar Turbines, a company producing gas turbines in the range of 3 megawatt up to 38 megawatt. We are fully part of Caterpillar, and so we are here primarily to serve the data center business with our packages to produce mainly primarily power for this application, which is hungry of power.
Which people do you target to market your product?
So our customers are all normally industrial customers, so customers that needs electricity and heat for the process, or that the heat that is available from the turbine can be used to generate electricity more efficient. So within a combined cycle, we just serve the utility business, the utility market.
What sets your technology apart from your competitors? So you must have had some people that are into the same business. So what sets you guys apart?
So we have a very wide product range in the 30 megawatt gas turbines. So we have many products that can serve very well these applications by selecting the right turbine for each application. So this is what makes the difference for us. So we also have turbines very efficient, so the top class efficiency. And this our presence in the market worldwide, our customer service, and of course the technology, so the low emissions and many other features.
What is your company's vision for the future of technology? How do you see your company in the next, say, 5 to 10 years from now?
So our company for sure will support the transition of, let's say, the energy change that are needed. So by using alternative fuels and biofuels, and we are ready for that already now, and so we plan to play a big role in this transition.
So Logic Monitor is a hybrid SaaS-based agentless IT infrastructure monitoring and observability platform. So we have tools to monitor an enterprise network, whether it's cloud-based or on-premise, and provide a really good overview of what's going on in that estate, whether it's something affecting a network, whether it's an application that's underperforming, or whether it's cloud billing that we need to look at.
How do you stay on top of the game when this sector there are so many competitors?
One thing is being agentless, so we don't install technology onto devices to monitor. We have a release cycle there. We update our SaaS infrastructure every 2 to 3 weeks with new monitoring templates, new features and functionality. And we're being a SaaS company, we're very agile in our approach to getting new products and new features out into the platform.
What's the vision of the company looking at the next 5 to 10 years?
Good question. For the next 5 to 10 years, so we have grown really drastically over the last 2 to 3 years. So I believe we will probably be looking from a company perspective to maybe go public. We're constantly looking at new technology. So we've acquired several different technologies over the last couple of years to integrate into our platform. So we're probably also still on the acquisition trail maybe to look for some future tech. And you know, we have, out of 1,000 employees, we have over 400 who are development. So we're constantly improving and updating the platform.
Okay, looking at data as a whole, where a lot of people are scared of their data privacy, security and all that. How do you ensure the security and safety of your client and customer data?
Yep, so all client data is sent to our our EMEA data center, fully cloud secure. The traffic between the between the customer and us is port 443, 256 AS encrypted. The traffic only flows outbound from the customer to us. And the data we keep will reside in S3 buckets in AWS, so it's fully secure from that perspective.
How do you source for your customers?
These kind of events. We have business development reps who will call outbound customers. We have a lot of inbound leads coming from our website. We look at web traffic. We can see who's clicking about. And of course, these events really help us get a lot of opportunities.
Nice to meet you. How are you?
I'm fine. What about you?
I'm good. We've seen a gigantic machine over here.
Yeah.
Just walk us through and let's understand the function.
Yeah, this is an adiabatic cooler from our company Frigel, based in Florence, Italy, where we produce this adiabatic cooler. So basically, this unit is looking for water saving and energy saving. So compared to a cooling tower, we can reach peaks of savings in terms of water above 90% less water consumption. That of course is one of the major trends in the market on today. And the good thing is that also we can reach benefits in terms of the footprint. So also the installation on the top, on the roofs of the data centers, we can squeeze down the total footprint needed for our unit, because we can install many of them side by side in order to reduce the total space needed to install them. The good thing also, looking for the environmental, on top of the water saving, the energy saving, we have also that in our unit we need just to use kind of basic tap water, so you don't need any chemical treatments, so we are not needing any chemicals in the unit. We have no Legionella risk, so it is another problem less. And we have also not to treat the water before releasing it, the water out to the unit, as you have to do when you have to put again the water into the net, because in this case, in this unit, we have no water collection. So that's why also we have no Legionella risk, because having no water collection below, we are not going to create any risk for the Legionella.
Who are the people that use most of this machine?
We can discuss with the EPC, designers, consulting agencies, so everyone that is making designs of the data centers, we can help them when they need to reject the heat from the data center. We can make the design, and we can also show black and white with the calculations the savings that we promise, because we can make a complete year-long analysis on all over the year with the wet bulb and dry bulb temperatures. We can calculate exactly the water and the energy consumption during the whole year.
So what's the major challenge that you observe? What are the challenges so far setting up this system?
Yeah, first of all is changing a bit the mindset compared to other technologies that were used before. And in our belief is that, of course, water saving is a must for the environment, for us globally. So we want really to promote that kind of unit. So it is really something we believe in, and we are trying to push into the market.
Thank you.
Welcome.
The company is CloudEQ, and I'm the CEO. We're a managed services professional organization that delivers DevOps, cost savings, FinOps. We're focused on delivering New Relic and observability, and we're here with our partner on International Women's Day. Women in Tech.
Yeah. Today's
Women in Tech. Yeah.
All right. What sets your technology apart from your competitors? What differentiates you?
What differentiates CloudEQ is the EQ. So the emotional quotient.
Okay.
We connect deeply with our clients. We understand their business. We understand their needs and concerns, and we align the technology solutions to their needs and concerns.
Looking at the future of technology, how do you see your company in the next 5 to 10 years?
Oh, I see our company exploding. The relationships that we have and the relationships that we're growing foster that growth. We go and work with companies, and we tend not to leave because we have those relationships. As far as technology goes, I think there's a deeper dive into artificial intelligence, blockchain. All of these things will wrap into our services and solutions and be able to deliver that technology to our customers as we go forward. Mainly we take care of our clients' data, but we certainly secure our own data, we secure our clients' data, and we ensure that there is no misuse of that data, obviously in compliance with GDPR and other rules that exist around. We have security compliance, and we make sure that all of the vulnerabilities, all of any exploitations are met or remediated so that we don't have to worry about anybody exposing the data around those exploits.